This is the part 2 of lecture of the unit solid state, and today's topic of discussion is the classification of crystalline solids. Here we will see on what basis the crystalline solids are classified. And this is the focal area. On the basis of types of forces, the crystalline solids are classified. For example, van der Waals forces, ionic bonds, covalent bonds, hydrogen bonds, metallic bonds, etc. The first among them is molecular solids. Molecular solids, as the name suggests, are made up of molecules. Their constituents are molecules. And they are of three types. Non-polar molecular solids, then polar molecular solids, and then hydrogen bonded molecular solids. In the non-polar molecular solids, the molecules are non-polar, you know it. Dipole moment 0 होता है इनका. For example, helium and argon. Here I2, iodine. They are non-polar molecule. Hydrogen, chlorine also. And the type of force, interparticle forces, are dispersion forces, also called London forces. In the molecular non-polar solids, the dispersion forces are present, and the constituents of non-polar molecular solids are the molecule, and the characteristics are they are having low melting points, normally liquid or gaseous in state. In the given example, iodine is solid. This is an example of molecular non-polar solid. In polar molecular solids, the dipole moment is not zero, and the force responsible for it is dipole-dipole interaction. These molecular solids have high melting points. They are soft and non-conductor of electricity. In hydrogen, example is solid sulfur dioxide, solid ammonia. In hydrogen bonded molecular solids, the type of forces present are intermolecular hydrogen bonds, which are stronger binding forces. Like in ice, solid water, they are non-conductor of electricity. Now in the second type, ionic solid, the type of forces present here are Coulombian forces, electrostatic force of attraction, and the constituents are ions. The forces are stronger, they have high melting point and boiling point. In solid state, they are electrically insulator, they cannot conduct electricity. But in molten state and aqueous state, they are a good conductor of electricity. Third one is metallic solid. Metallic solid, the constituents are metals, by the name it suggests, and the type of force present here is metallic bonds. And in 11th class also we have studied the kernel theories. Kernel theory of metallic bonds हमने पढ़ रखा है. And the same is mentioned here. In the metallic solids, the positive ions are there and they are being surrounded by the sea of free electrons, a large number of electrons, and these negatively charged electrons and the positively charged ions, they are holding each other strongly throughout the crystal, and these free electrons are responsible for their electrical conductivity, and also they are lustrous and colorful nature of the metals. These free electrons are responsible, and they are highly malleable and ductile. In covalent and network solid, another type of crystalline solid, नाम covalent or network solid. They are giant molecules, covalent bonded giant molecules. The responsible force is covalent bonding या covalent bonds, and the molecules are bigger one. They are hard and brittle. Their melting point is very high. For example, diamond, silicon carbide, they all come under this heading. See this one, a structure of graphite and a structure of diamond. हम लोग 9 से पढ़ते हुए आ रहे हैं डायमंड एंड ग्रेफाइट में डिफरेंसेस. इन दिस पर्टिकुलर पोर्शन द स्ट्रक्चरल डिटेल्स आर गिवन, एंड बाय द फर्स्ट impression you can very well understand the graphites are tetrahedral in nature. Diamond are tetrahedral in nature, whereas graphites are hexagonal. And this hexagonal layer wise arrangement makes it slippery. Here it is written, makes it a lubricant also, and they slip over each other. Lubricant. And the entire discussion is explained in this table. Molecular solids, three types: non-polar, polar, hydrogen bonded. The constituent particles are molecules. Type of forces responsible: London forces, dipole forces, and hydrogen bonded. And the examples are given: argon, carbon tetrachloride, hydrogen, iodine, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrochloric acid, ice. Achha, here one important thing is HCl and SO2. They are gas. H2 gas, carbon dioxide gas normally. But we are studying the different types of solids. So your judgmental value will decide which example to mention, which example to understood. Technically they are all correct examples, but solid state, classify them accordingly. CO2 means solid CO2. Similarly, H2O This is solid H2O, that is ice, and it is written also. So this is labeled ionic solid, Coulombian forces of attraction. The examples are NaCl, magnesium oxide, zinc sulfide, calcium fluoride. Metallic solids, all metals come under this. Covalent solids, constituent parts are atoms. This is the interesting part. The type of bonding, covalent bonding, quartz, silica, SiO2, silicon carbide, diamond carbon, aluminum nitride, graphite, they all come under the heading. They are the examples of covalent solids. Thank you so much. I wish it will help you in understanding the topic in effective manner. God bless. See you soon.